Sure. I mean, it's always a question of like when this thing is going to turn on, and then the suds come up.
It is.
But man, let me tell you, look at those suds.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little pigment in those suds.
They rise.
Yeah.
They rise.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Beckenbauer, I did in fact find it interesting. Hello. It is I, your internet friend, Jeffrey K. Horcrux, and however it came to be, you have found yourself ass backwards in Twitch's Brewing Show. Behold,
Are we gonna have a time where they just find themselves here naturally?
No, or intentionally?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Why would you? Now, to my right, although maybe on your screen you
Left?
I don't know. This person is my stalwart ally and Acquisitions Intoxicated brewmaster, Eric J. Benson, Edge Benson, Azerbaijan, Notorious EJB.
Good string.
Exactly. Now, you know as well as I do that in all things here on the program, we try to adhere to Campbell's The Monomyth, basically, the hero's journey. And so we have a very specific
theory.
Yeah, exactly. Game theory. Now, as you know, that is the ordinary mechanism, but I don't see a grain bag.
Right, because we've brewed so much beer
it's because
that we can't ferment anymore.
the backlog is like all the hardware is taken up.
It's great. This is a beautiful problem to have.
This is the right kind of problem.
Yeah.
Now, but that being said, it has been a very, very long time, well, since we brewed this beverage, but it's been an even longer time, perhaps, since we've actually tapped a new beer from the show during the stream.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously you would bring me them at the house, but we did not have access to our device.
Right.
Which is obviously...
Right. Awesome.
I was going to say, now, Josh, do you have a cam that just shows the bar portion?
Yeah, I mean, I still really love, Clues did this amazing tap handle. I mean, she put a hop in the handle.
In the fucking
in
epoxy,
the handle.
Right? Here, now, would you look at this?
Can we see that?
I was just going to say, now, Jeff,
wipe this for you.
The camera is ready for your entrance. Oh, look who it is.
Except I'm way over here.
It's Jeff. It's Jeff Callis. Oh, you need your device.
Oh yeah.
You need your instrument.
There's one right there.
Oh, you're right. I didn't see it.
Listen, Joshua and Tom know what they're doing.
No. They have.
I'm an amateur.
They have done it in the past, and they will certainly do it again. Now,
you can pour these straight down. You don't have to tilt.
Which tap? The far right or
Yep.
far left?
Yep. The far right. Now because the one on the left, that is for
Nitro.
that is a nitro head, and so we did not use the beer gas on this particular beverage.
It didn't seem appropriate for this one.
Yeah. No. This is classic traditional lager.
Don't have to pour it straight down, Jeff. Don't tilt the glass.
Really? You don't break it against the side?
Not this one.
So wow, this one doesn't have.
Give it a, well, it's a lager. It's been lagering for 2 years.
Yeah. There's. Oh my gosh.
Did you test it before
No, we don't.
to make sure we have enough CO2 in there?
Yeah.
All right. all
Here.
right.
Now, the thing that we don't know is what it is going to taste like.
Moldy feet.
Oh my gosh.
It smells
flat,
good.
Jeff, flat.
That doesn't smell
It's habit.
It doesn't smell bad.
I'll have this one
I mean, I'll say that.
since I didn't pour it correctly for you.
Yeah. But it's like, but you've learned the way of the tap.
Oh yeah, my tap skills have drastically improved and will continue to improve.
Do you have a home system that's fancier these days?
No, I'm still using Hopsy, although they've rebranded and are not as supportive as they once. It was a startup
really?
that is not.
Oh, did they get acquired type thing?
They've tried to rebrand.
Oh, as some other
yeah.
clever portmanteau.
So,
All right, now, so if we can take a look, Josh, over at the recipe, it is ancient. If we can take a peek over here at the Beer Smith 3, you will see before your very eyes this recipe. Is there a date stamp on the recipes? Does it have those?
11/26/2019.
whew, it was a simpler era.
It was the best of times.
Still a crap year, but little did we know.
we didn't know we were going to lose a whole one there. So, Brosephine, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, what all do we have inside this? It's all awesome stuff,
This
right?
is a Munich Dunkel.
Yeah.
So it's Munich melanoid malt, which is going to give us that caramely.
Yep. Double malt.
Some more chocolate malt, and we used Howard told Minfu.
That's
my favorite.
Natalie knows. Now, Beckenbauer, can you help us with the pronunciation of Is that? Do you know how to say
Middle fruit.
Mittelfrüh?
Mittelfruit.
Yeah, Mittelfrüh. Something like that. I'm not even trying to make a joke. I'm just saying. I
don't know.
Pretty good job from Eric on the first attempt. Perfect.
Was that the Mittelfruit?
Yeah, basically. All right, here. So this is a classic Dunkel, in for a penny. Are we ready?
Yeah, it's deliciously smooth.
Wow. That's really good.
So subtle.
Yeah, because it's been lagering for 2 years.
Yeah, exactly, right? So you don't always get to see like that process run all the way through and rest, like in industrial brewing, right?
It's almost 2 years to the month. Like that's.
It does taste, just to me, a little flat. Is that the way it's supposed to be?
You could go harder.
You could put more carbonation in it.
Yeah, you could definitely turn it up. And
I mean, it's there. I can feel it. I can taste it.
You don't want it to be effervescent.
Yeah,
right?
but
you don't want it to be a seltzer.
Yeah, it's got. There is complexity.
Yeah.
At the end.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you want this night. You want it sweet. You want it drinkable, dark, smooth, silky.
It is something else. I can't after it's done.
Like this is the beer. Like I wish Mike. I wanted to have a growler because this is right up Mike's alley. Yeah,
I brought a growler for this purpose.
Yeah.
What it leaves you with is so philosophical from a beer perspective, right?
It's a little coffee, but not coffee. It's a little chocolate, but not chocolate. It's a little malty caramel with not. It
is its own thing.
It is very Hitchhiker's Guide tea, but not tea.
Yes, the no tea.
Yeah, like it does a lot of evolutions there, right? Like
you really, really do want to try this beer.
Yeah, this is
stunning.
Like, yeah, it starts like a normal European, not light lager, but body.
Well, that's what it's. I mean, it's not supposed.
It just gets crazy.
It's not supposed to be a stout.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be smooth and light, and or medium body.
But you don't really get to have a lager executed like this.
Right.
So what this tells me is that this went into the tank perfect.
Yeah.
Like it was perfect 2 years ago. And
just got better with time.
And it just got I don't want to cry.
How much did you guys make?
2.5 gallons.
Okay.
Yeah, standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have a feeling it's going to disappear pretty quickly.
Might have to bring some home. Now, what's the ABV on this? It's right, perfect.
5%.
It's right.
Oh yeah.
It's just
it's not medicinal
it's
at all.
It's sessionable.
Do you take Bitcoin?
The move really comes through.
Dude, that taste, it's the taste of pure, unfettered warning server not responding. I'll tell you why the server isn't responding.
It's drunk.
The server isn't responding because it
just
too.
got its mind blown.
Yeah, it had a sip of In for a Penny, and it's a life-changing beverage.
Yeah, that is very good. I appreciate you guys letting me come on and taste something so unique.
Well, absolutely. It's our great pleasure.
And I appreciate the show and everything you guys have put together.
I know that you are a big fan.
Yep.
I am a big fan.
It's much appreciated.
Thank you. And thank you, chat. You guys are awesome. Amber Council forever.
Ooh. Are we just going to put this away?
No, I'm drinking this the entire freaking day. Are you kidding? This is going to get me through that shitty squid that Josh gave us.
Oh my God, we need it. We need. Oh, look at this! He goes back for round 2.
There's the head on that beer we've been looking for.
Well, I was just gonna say it popped in there at the end. We can't get Mike in here to try it. Mike is at home. In fact, he's gonna pop in. He is gonna pop in at 1:30 to savor New World for your benefit, while our friends and allies reconfigure the bar into its. We're gonna lock the X foils of this bar.
That's a good
into attack position.
Really good metaphor.
It's from Mike. He had this like futon.
Okay.
Like when I met him.
And it folded on both sides and it would lock down.
Well, no, it had like I've never seen one like
was
this. It was like a half
X-wing.
width. No. I go
Was it X-wing bed?
I mean,
I would want
he's
that.
18 and he's got the X-wing bed. I can see it, but that's not what happened.
Yeah.
So, what happens is that it's like a futon, which is usually sort of like a square type.
Yeah.
That he had like a half width futon.
Okay.
But the frame
to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was very surprising to see a futon in this configuration. But it had like armrests that you could like lift up and lock back. And so if we were playing a game in his room, he would like kick the back of the bed up, and then he would say that he was locking the futon foils into attack position. I never got tired of it. I never got tired of it.
Amazing.
I thought it was an incredible experience.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Anyway, that's my boy Mike. Now, so that being said, I might have to pull a little bit more.
It's only 5%. What's it going to do to you? Nothing.
Nothing. I don't even know about it.
I
Look at the here. So do we have one of your classic close-up cams? Hey, Nico, what's up?
Well, hold on. Let's get.
I'm gonna grab some more. I'm gonna grab some more. So did we get to a certain point? Okay, now we're pushing through. Yep. Did you goose it? All right. Here, let's put this over here. Just you know what? And I'll get I'll get the drawn and quarter branding.
A delight.
Right there for you.
Woo!
Obviously,
the color's
much left to clues, but that's the main thing. That's the main thing. It's just this color. It's just perfect. Everything about it.
Yeah, this is definitely worth the 2-year wait.
About it.
The 2-year wait.
And that's the thing.
That's almost Gilligan's Island.
Yeah. Tier.
Yeah.
3-hour tour. Sorry. I might have to sing the rest of the song just to get it out. Now, Tyrannosaurus, but that's just it. It's not a potent potable. Neekman, nothing would bring me more pleasure. Riggs, and you're also not wrong. A 3-hour pour. You
fucking
dork.
Chris.
Now,
awesome.
So get a load of this.
Not wrong.
This is In for a Penny, which we made for like the 21st anniversary of Penny Arcade. And it has been fully honored.
Right.
It has been fully honored as a result. Everything about it, God, and this is it. This is this color.
You
every
can't
now and
see
then,
it. Like, it's like,
you know what you want? You want the fucking glassware. Like that's the thing. You want like the Hofbrauhaus.
Oh yeah, the bubbly
with the bubble with the bubble glass.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh yeah, it's the 23rd anniversary beer now.
23rd, exactly right. No. And so I didn't even smell it last time.
That's fucking great. Do we have to do a show? Can people just sit here and watch us drink this for like
believe it or
an hour
not,
and a
Eric,
half?
this is the show. I just can't. I can't believe it.
Well, I mean, the grain bill was awesome, and this is like a really cool idea of keep it simple.
Yes,
like less is more, right?
But that's exactly what we were talking about. If we want to go back into the recipe, George, there's nothing crazy about this. In fact, it's aggressively
Munich. So
you know what it is? It's almost like here. You say your thing, and then I'll sit here, and then you say your thing, and then I'll say my thing. And then
is this how we're working the show now? Like back and forth, we just chat back and forth?
I would want to know, because you're about to say something smart, and I'm configured.
So, like, 85. If you look, 85% of this grain bill is Munich, right? And that's how it should be. That's how a Dunkel should be.
Yes.
The melanoid and malt is there to simulate the decoction mashing,
right?
Which gives us that nice caramely flavor.
And it's present.
And we literally used 5% chocolate.
Yeah. I think that's the kink, right? Yeah. Like that's the grace note.
We have all these grains, right?
Oh shit!
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well,
Josh,
now, Josh,
you're brilliant.
Here, now, Josh, hold on. Can we get you a sip of it so that people who are not us can put a word on the record?
Sure. Put it in one of those nasty plastic.
Yeah. It's fucking fiendish.
I need not.
No, I want a plastic.
Oh, you want the filth? Okay, fine.
Josh is just stubborn about his plastic, and I don't fucking appreciate it. No. Listen. You shut your mouth.
Right, here you go.
You cover your mask.
Get your mitts.
With a mitt.
Get your mitts on that product. Oh, yeah, he's going down for the deep pour. Woo! Look at that sucker. See, now this is a very tasteful pour. All right, now we're looking for the real assessment delivered by the Jorsch.
Wow,
First off,
Jeff has
like beer.
Had so much with us.
Huh?
Yeah, but you can use glass. There you go. Yeah, it's just perfect. Yeah, Daff, you have to understand, Josh plays by his own rules.
Yeah.
It's a very easy drinking beer.
Right?
Yes.
That's the point.
Great summer beer because it's not like, it's very light on your mouth and then you get the flavors after. It's not one of those that sits on your tongue and your mouth starts feeling dry or anything.
That beer.
No, and that's the middle fruit coming through, right?
That's very good.
Well, and that's Graham Baxter. That is exactly right. So when we say that it's our task to give you that which you already own, the art and science of brewing, absolutely. So if you like this, if you are watching us have this and you were like, okay, let's take it to the next level. If you look at this screen,
you could just,
we have hidden nothing from you. It is all, these words and numbers are literally everything that you need. Now, you may not be able to wait for 2 years.
Yeah.
Right?
God,
you may not be able to
freaking wild to think about.
You may not be able to do that, but we've certainly never done it. The beer that rested the longest
we
for
could barely contain ourselves to wait a month.
Exactly. The beer that rested the longest was also one of our best, though.
The
dark wine.
Yeah, the dark wine. Yeah.
Right.
And that had to. Like we couldn't. There's no way we could.
It was gasoline. I mean, it starts out. It's rough. It's a paint stripper.
Did you watch the new What We Do in the Shadows?
Of course, I watched.
It could start that jalopy.
Yeah. Yeah. It could get it moving. Now.
Wait, no. So let's pull out the.
No, exactly. So let's look. So chocolate, melanoid, and Munich, right?
Yep.
Let me get the map.
Melanoid is bottom right next to chocolate.
Yep. Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
And
a little Munich, right?
Yeah, Munich. Really, Power Rangers?
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
I'm always ready for it. Munich. Munich malt. I know you're here. Yeah, TOS. Yeah, no, dude, your rendition. Oh, here. Your rendition is so rich that the bot is going to find us and it's going to destroy us. So.
Oh, yeah, look at that. One of these things is not like the other. No. One of these is a whole different kind of thing. Yeah. And so, obviously, this is the chocolate malt. Oh, don't take that one first. Take
no.
You know what I mean?
Like that's toasty.
Yeah.
Let's start with the Munich, which is which is another. It's a base malt, but it has a very unique character.
Ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Right, now take that. Get a pail out.
Yeah.
Get like a 2-row, and really do a side by side of the 2-row, and that's going to be trippy.
Is that husk? I mean, what is the difference there?
Sugar content?
Yeah. Oh, I see. Munich.
So the flavor.
It's not as sweet.
No, but it's more bready.
Yeah. It's broader on the palate, but it's not because it's a sharp sweet, right? Like the Golden Promise is basically the 2-row plus. It's like 3-row. But if you go from here to this is, it's a startling difference between the 2-row and the Munich. And then if you go to the Melanoiden, this is basically malt that is coated with malt. And that's like,
I broke a tooth.
that was a hard one. But also that fills the mouth. But they're hard. Why is it so hard? Ancient?
It's the way it's
Processed?
processed.
Yeah. I mean, ordinarily, if you were actually going to brew with it, of course, you crack it. But yeah, I mean, even though that is obviously coated with malt.
But now hit the chocolate.
Yeah.
And do you get that like I mean, it's like think about it like a coffee bean almost, right?
No, I mean, that's exactly what it is. In every one of these cases, we're talking about a seed. You hit this, they have basically hit this at that like second crack.
Right.
Right?
But think about it, when you take Munich malt, how much Munich you need,
Broad,
and how
sweet,
little
and
of
bready.
this because of the
You need-
blowout flavor.
No, you need almost none of this.
Right.
And the Melanoiden basically just acts as a bulwark against the chocolate in this. Because 5% chocolate by itself can own a drink.
Right. Man,
But in this, the caramel comes first.
right.
Right?
Well, and we didn't use 5% chocolate.
That's nothing.
It's literally
It
just
is-
enough to give that roasty
Exactly.
like wisp.
I think that is. God, I mean, it felt good when we were putting it together.
Right.
I think that has to be in the pantheon, right? With velvet, with like Jim's Velvet Rope and War Priest,
Right.
Secret Stash. This is at that tier. Like if we built a top 3, top 5, it would be pig wrestling you for
Oh, totally.
primacy in
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus.
But the problem is, it's like, so now do we rebrew it and only give it 2 months, 3 months? How do you do it again and not wait 2 years? I mean, granted,
That's what you gotta do. Oh, Fat Baron, no. Not only are we not blind.
I'm in heaven.
No. This is in for a penny. It has been waiting for us in the fermenter for 2 years. And it could not be better. It could not be better. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna fucking beat it. But because we are foolish men, that is the task we have set up for ourselves.
Yeah.
That is our doom.
That will be our undoing.
Oh boy. No, well, I mean, now in for a penny.
No, it
could
doesn't.
Yeah, this is not like when you put the penny into the roller,
Oh, remember that thing?
right?
You ever do it on like train tracks? That was all we were when we were always bored.
My dad was a switchman brakeman. So, I mean, getting pennies squished,
That was easiest.
very straightforward
Yeah,
process. Stig's Van Cousin, the lore behind In for a Penny is actually very, very different from our typical configuration.
Yeah, Mike was pretty much like, "Hey assholes, it's the 21st anniversary. Why don't you do a 21st anniversary
Yeah,
beer?"
but I mean,
And we were like,
arguably-
"Yeah, great
yeah,
idea."
Exactly. Let's go all the way through.
Yeah.
But we got there. We got there one day at a time. Now, let's get in here. And click.
Clack.
The Tappet Brothers.
Mhm.
You've wasted another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk. All right. Now, I think we got this thing ready to go. Oh, yes. Well, Moomin Tarkus, we used to have him pop in
Yeah.
the remote version of the program a few times.
Man, this is the one beer though that would have really been.
It would take him away.
Yeah, remember remember when we were having the
It would take him to a magical place.
Yeah, we did the one other
Germany.
Munich, yeah, pretty much, where we did all the candy tasting. But that beer alone,
The beer was what was good.
What was actually good.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, Kara even wanted to bring it, so it was like,
Well, no, yeah, it's like bring more home.
yeah.
Yeah, every now and then, it's like he's like the
He's like the Geiger counter, or like the barometer, right? Of
what do they call the Argonath? I'm trying to remember they're the big statues.
Argonath.
Argonath, right? They're the big statues that go like this. Fuck off.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't come in here. And that's basically Mike. But every now and then, he's like, I need to bring this home to Kara. That's when you know.
Yeah. The statues actually moved, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, maybe not.
That's when you know. All right, now you can go. If you're bringing this beer,
Okay, fine, we're
that's
good.
fine to come in. Now, so we do need a theme. Now, we certainly could jump in and continue to embroider the Kill Team scenario,
We could.
as Ghostly has
Did we
suggested,
do-
with a Gene Stealer Cults beverage.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'd throw that up there.
Yeah, but
Just make you something that makes you really pissed off.
yeah, it makes your face look weird, real weird,
Yeah.
and your skin plump.
Oh no, wait, that's Death Guard. Sorry.
Death card.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, just something else. All right, now, so themes. Let's put it out to the people. Come on, Linux.
This is where I wish like St. Brian was here. I would love to know what we could pair with this beer, like food wise, because that's all I'm thinking about right now. Like, man, pizza would be great.
He could hook it up for us. Okay. So, Gene Stealer Cults. You're going to see them today in action. We'll see to what extent a moist cultist.
You and your
can get some
38
poo.
water buckets.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm going to spend some points. We're going to move in. We're going to get access. You can ask if you have them on speed dial. Well, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Not a cult. Now, what else would be interesting?
So we did psionics last time because of Dark Sun. Do we want to travel down that Dark Sun road and really start talking about the wizards and the
Oh,
dragons?
defilers. Oh, God,
Yeah.
defilers.
Oh, and what are the angelic beings?
Evangians.
Evangions, yeah.
Yeah, so let's put in a couple Dark Sun items. So a defiler is the particular type of all sorcery in Dark Sun has to have life as its source. That's like, you know, it's like Brandon Sanderson. It's like every world has got its like magic thing, and that's the magic thing for that one.
Yeah, but if you look at it, a lot of stories when they include magic have that. Like it has to be tapped.
Well,
Something has to die for.
Yeah, well, and that's
the
true.
magic to be
Exactly, and
look at The Witcher,
and
right?
for The Witcher too. But frankly, that's like for hedge magic,
Right.
And like folk magic. There's always some kind of
Yeah, it's a
balancing
cycle of
mechanism.
life, yeah, exactly.
But they built it right in here, where depending on the level of the spell a defiler is casting, like in a radius around them, they're dealing damage.
Right.
Like these are incredibly dangerous wizards, and it's like a dark side Jedi thing because back then in modern D&D, everybody has the same XP table. We can discuss it.
Yeah.
But that's not how it used to work. They could add a lot of flavor to characters as a result of how hard it was
Right.
to achieve mastery.
Right.
And so a defiler, not only are they dealing a d6 per level, just in a radius around them casting the spell, these assholes also have a really aerodynamic XP table
Right.
to go all the way down and get it.
Right.
Egyptian group from Warhammer, some rice-based beer. I mean, yeah, certainly we have done a
I
rice-based
think
beer.
we did 1,000 Suns beer.
Yep. It was Thousand Suds.
Oh, the Tomb Kings would be fun. Yeah.
1,000 Suds. Yeah.
1,000 Suds. That's a great
Right?
idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's just these motherfuckers, right? So it looks like I was able to pull it up. I got my Minecraft
Oh, yeah. Bring
themed
it back.
menu over there. Enjoy. Yeah, Agavesi.
Oh, Tyranids.
I'm this close.
Man,
After I saw,
I gotta get a hold of Morgan because we got to brew that beer. But
well,
also, I think a
she's
rematch.
also into the beverage. So
Yeah, what I'm saying is that getting a rematch between Thousand
two.
Suns and the Tyranids in this version of the game, I think I'm gonna
tiramisu,
get brutalized.
delicious.
Yeah.
Well, and God, they're so fast, and all of their and all the rules and stuff that they have, like when they basically they just run wherever they fucking want to run. Is basically how the rules work into. They're everywhere you want to be, essentially. It's the MasterCard principle in action. All right, I'm gonna let this run a little bit because it's very, very close.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, Kindled Sky. I misinterpreted a couple of the rules that that Morgan was using when we had the game.
Yeah, we
here.
did, and I felt bad. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
I felt
shit.
bad. I felt bad. But just because we have played that game so many times against each other, I think of that as the game. I think of Kill Team, especially in Arena, as basically being Death Guard versus Thousand Suns. That was like that's the game in the box. It's like the starter set.
So I will say, not reluctantly, stupidly, I've started to paint my Blood Bowl set.
Oh, did you?
So I think we could have a cool Blood Bowl league, and that would be really fun for the stream.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I played like the 2.0, like Blood Bowl 2, like from Cyanide Entertainment or whatever.
Right.
And the new one was supposed to drop, but it's on pause right now while they add some more stuff. But it's got like a single player campaign, like the new one. It has like funny sponsors.
Yeah, and that's what's cool about it. It's not just like, oh, we put our guys on a field and you kill each other and maybe score a point. It's there's aftermath. There's like the locker room. There's the audience can affect it. There's cheerleaders. There's the coach. There's
exactly right.
You can influence the ref.
Well, it's like you have 40K and and Sigmar, and there are themed ways to do full tournaments and tell stories. And then Kill Team sort of like gets it down to this. And then with Spec Ops, you have that's the main thing. There's a lot about Kill Team 2.0 that the old school has contention with. What they don't have a contention with is the fact that it has a more robust campaign system.
Right.
And that's what we saw with Relic Blade. Relic Blade gets you in from the beginning. Like it hooks you in with a rich story and narrative potential.
Right, exactly.
It makes you want to play another game.
Right.
And Necromunda and Blood Bowl are like that too. Right?
Well, and that's the thing. Like I envision, like how cool would a stream be where we're playing, but then we also have like Ryan or somebody on the side being casting like John Madden, right? And like busting the ball.
Chris would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like Chris could deliver that in a moment's notice. But ultimately they wanted Defiler, even over the GSC. So let's get in there.
Let's talk about how that works. How does in leveling in the old Dark Sun, you had to soak up how many?
And that's only one
part of it,
Once you
right?
move into the dragon thing, like that's after you have reached
level 20.
Level 20 in Defiler.
Yeah,
level
but that's after 20
in,
as a regular mage, right?
No. Defiler, you choose that at the base. So you do 20 levels of Defiler, then you do 20 levels of Psionicist.
That's it. Okay.
Then you have the mental acuity required to shape the spell, right? So that you can transform yourself into a dragon. That's when you start needing 1,000 hit dice.
Yeah, so great.
Right?
I would love to have the time to be able to play that type of campaign again. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing. We had a character who, in secret, was transforming themselves into a dragon. Like that was the hook of the campaign. Was that one of the campaign only had 3 people. You know how when you're playing like in junior high and high school, and it's like you and your 2 friends, and you're the ones who are playing it?
Yeah, exactly.
That was our Dark Sun campaign. So it's like in the Dark Sun campaign, like I had like the druid who was like, this druid, like she had a son who was a whole character that I also played.
That's fun.
Right?
Yeah.
And then she, obviously, Scintilla Gravador. I mean, it's a real thing.
Classic name.
And so
has all the syllables you need.
So Tristan and I
often connect on this, where she's like, you know, when Walnut gets older, she'll just stay in wild shape.
Yeah.
And I was like, I literally had a character in high school, just a bird.
Yeah.
Bird, 24/7 bird. It's the bird channel. But that's the story. That's the story. Now, so the Defiler theme.
Yeah.
How do we boil that down for lack of a better term?
Style? Yeah.
Right. Obviously, the clear suggestions would be we can go with a dark beer and then meddle with it inside there, right? So, but we can get to that. It's like we can go with a stout, which is more on your sort of like bitter coffee. It's thin,
right?
But if we're going to go with a dark beer, I would say we're probably looking at a porter, so that we can mess with it more.
What's life absorbing though? What's essence? What's a beer that just really steals your essence away?
Yeah, I guess that's
right.
true.
Is that
what type of beverage can steal from one? What's that?
Four Loko.
Four Loko? Yeah, God, you could do smoky something. Sour.
No,
For
no,
me,
no.
sour.
Tarkus has a really cool idea, a familiar style, but let's just
that's a great
fuck
hook.
with it.
That's a great hook. So what we'll do is we'll just put 3 styles up, and then we'll
just blow it.
We'll
to hell.
manhandle them, basically, right?
So let's go with the pale ale because
Yep.
you know, for the sand of the desert. We can do an IPA.
Yep.
And porter.
Yep, porter. And then it's like
or a stout, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a stout out there.
I'll just who cares? It's just that I'd have to type for 2 seconds, and then it's ready to go.
Tarkus, that's a great idea.
Yeah, a dry stout or porter.
Baxter, Graham, I think we've made many an evil stout.
Oh my gosh, we've made some malevolent stouts on this program, and we've had some also, just during the tasting portion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kindled Sky. So Kindled Sky is coming at you with the deep lore. Sour stout. God, that's the type of wicked.
I don't approve of that shit
That
no
is
matter what.
so wrong.
Yeah. I don't care
But that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I would say
great
that
idea. Fuck that.
That is definitely wrong. That is definitely wrong.
It's wrong in the best way.
Yeah, but God, it's like I wanna hate, but so what are we talking about? So now we have this like
it's a stout.
Tangy,
it's a stout
we have
with
the tangy
lambic
bitter.
yeast.
Exactly, right? So it has that bite. It has like the dark bite that, you know, and we go chocolate or we go with the coffee, right? Maybe use a roasted barley or something like that. And then you hit it with the fucking sour. And now it's tart. This is monstrous. But a stout could handle it. Yeah, exactly. Something that makes Eric shake his head like that. Well, I think you found it. You know, so now they've gone hog wild.
Gummy the sour stout.
Gummy the sour stout. All right, so now that we have a stout, and I mean, I feel like they have, see, grouper kicker, exactly right. You do that rich cherry, like a Bing cherry type thing. And then it's dark, it's rich, and then it's also tart. Oh, man. Yeah, you could rate it in by kettle souring so you can actually drink it. Yeah, the sour stout is like a 10x Flanders Red. Do you remember when Tony brought in? He was like super excited. He's like, hey, well, I brought in this cool beer, and this is what I'm excited about. And it's like, oh man, stouts are challenging for me. It's like I felt so bad. Are you still recovering from sour stout land?
Yeah.
No, it's because of these beasts. Sour PIs.
What is it? Oh, sour pills.
Pills. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Super light, crisp. I mean, I honestly, I don't hate that either. Now,
So,
but unfortunately,
we hit it with the stout, huh?
stout's already chosen.
All right, well, let's go down this fucking road. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, no turning back now.
No. It's almost over.
Fucking fiends.
Black cherry sour stout. Oof. That's the stuff.
Okay, so let's talk about. So, do we want to make this here? Let's throw this out.
Yeah.
Do we want to make this a classic American stout? Do we want it to be an imperial stout? Do we want it to be an oatmeal stout or a sweet stout?
Oh, that's right. We can break this out even farther.
Yeah.
So oatmeal,
not, right?
We love that.
We love an oatmeal stout.
Yeah, but how is like? Well, but remember, Verdi, I am going to be drinking like the rest of this freaking keg because of this whole experience.
Yeah. You have no choice now.
Can you sour a sweet stout? We can.
Yeah. So oatmeal. This is the flesh.
Yeah,
right?
it's going to be
That's
more
gonna have
thick,
the body,
right?
This is the wicked alchemical experiments that result in something like the Filer. Now, what other stouts did you want to pop in there?
Just a classic American, an Imperial, which is going to be more high ABV.
Yeah, stronger.
An oatmeal stout and a sweet stout. Or you go tropical stout. I mean, the world
Sour
is...
tropical stout.
Sour tropical stout makes sense already here. So tropical stout.
Yeah, I mean, that does make sense on like how your desert...
But you also have that hook because, especially like in Golg, you have that like oasis garden, tiered garden type thing. And then the potions are often strange or tropical fruits. I mean, it fucking works. Oatmeal, Imperial, American. Not Strout. All right, so take a look at that. Oh no, tropical stout's definitely real.
We're not lying, it's a real thing.
It's definitely real. I mean, it's purely about the additions. You know, you start with your coffee or chocolate base, and then you just start thinking about that in terms of a pastry, right? The tropical part is going to be like rich, sweet, juicy fruits, typically imparted either by a dry addition or strategic hopping. You should have a hot pepper in this somewhere. It's already goof troop, Judge. It's already beyond. It's outstanding. Nice to see a CG. Yeah, exactly. So Moomin Tarkin is exactly right. You have identified the two axes upon which a tropical stout rests. Those juicy, fruity, floral, like that part of the diagram mixed with
Sour Patch Kids now.
right. Oh, dude, you are in for such a treat. I have another El Dorado fresh hop.
Oh,
for you
yeah,
as well.
you said that.
So
yeah.
The one that I brought you, that's a Centennial, which makes me want to use Centennial. Like
you said
soon.
El Dorado, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's El Dorado. Again, kind of, what was that? It was the
It was over at
the
Dark
fur.
Raven. What?
Oh, was it a Black Raven? Because in my mind I was thinking about El Dorado, and I was thinking about that like the pine box or whatever over in Ballard.
Oh, the fur. Yeah, the noble fur.
Noble fur.
Yeah.
That's it. Pine box is a different one. That's Pine box is downtown. Durian. Yeah, people are always suggesting durian on this show.
Yeah.
Now, tropical stout. We're done.
Okay.
This is what they want. I mean, arguably, we sold it to them pretty hard.
Yeah.
So, luckily for us, there's lots of ways to get there. Black Raven's real. Black Raven didn't go nowhere, and in fact, Black Raven has a Sabro. Their IPA series right now is a fresh hop Sabro.
Oh.
Yeah, back to the Papa, of course. Yeah, prickly pear sour stout would be perfect. Get those bubblegum flavors in there at the start. Okay, so tropical stout.
So let's hit our ABV. Where do we want to go with this?
Yeah, what do we mean?
Yeah, what does this mean? It's usually between 5.5 and 8. So what does this mean compared to our theme of...
Exactly. And Josh, you'll be glad to know that I'm typing the words in. Yeah, that's right. 5.5.
Yeah.
Then we can jump in for a 7.5.
I'd say 6.5, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's
just keep it in the range.
Yeah. Because the thing about this is if we're souring it, do you want a high ABV? Because
No, you don't. God, that would be
we don't want this. And there's a reason that sours tend to be lower.
The
ABV.
defiling is the souring, not
Yeah.
the ABV.
Yeah, exactly. Let's keep
really
our defilement
talk about this. Yeah, you don't gotta defile it twice. One defilement's enough.
Okay. ABV. All right, take a look at this. So we are talking about, there's a couple different ways we can go at this. This can be that point
Right.
in that defiler's career.
Two defiles cancel out. It's like it's timesing
Double
by zero.
defiled?
Yeah.
Double defiled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You double defile and you come back to just normal.
Yeah. And again, because we are defiling it,
Yeah.
it could be that we're inverting the traditional sort of like upper bound of the stout. It could be we're talking about where this particular defiler is in their journey of power as well. I would say that once you start getting to the tropical sour stout,
That's where you've really gone loopy.
you
really lost it.
this is a subversion of nature's design.
Yeah.
I vote not. Well, Moomin, you might be too late there. I'm pretty sure memes have taken over this chat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not absolutely sure that defiled, at least in this case, Rex. We're talking about a person who is absolutely devoted to sorceries, wicked sorceries that require the theft of others' lives. And the end point for a defiler isn't to become a cool person.
Yeah.
The end point.
It's not really like, hey man, we're gonna go catch some records, smoke a joint. You know?
No, exactly. We're just gonna hang out. About
At the arcade.
make out point.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that we're talking about someone who is like, you know what? I want to kill more people at a time, but I can't physically focus the energies required. I want to kill 1,000 people at once. How do I get there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Let me double my wicked power.
Right.
And become a psionicist also. Oh, wait, I figured something out. I can become a goddamn monster if I kill enough people. I'm just telling you.
That's where we're at.
We don't come back. We don't come back
I
from
don't think
that.
there's any turning back from that.
No,
most people have a road to redemption. I don't know.
No, there's no undo. As soon as you start transforming yourself into a wicked,
Yeah, that first 1,000 people,
yes,
maybe.
yeah.
Second 1,000,
a wicked tyrant lizard. Whiskey Charlie, I'm telling you, this is the classic stuff. This is old school Dark Sun lore, for sure. And they didn't even reveal that. Like when they drop that setting, they're just like, man, these Sorcerer Kings are crazy, huh? Yeah. They're always doing all kinds of crazy shit. Well, I guess we'll talk about something else. Yeah. And then they put out the Sorcerer King supplement, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, okay.
They're turning into fucking dragons? Because you're always like, there's no dragons on Athos. And it's like, wait a second.
This is Dungeons and Dragons.
Wait a second.
You can't have dungeons and no dragons.
Yeah, exactly. It's part of the brand.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in the fucking name.
Exactly right. Now, 7.5. Yes, it's similar, Ithuin. I've seen the Lich process broken out like that too.
Okay, so let's talk about our ABV. Usually between 30, or not ABV, color, SRM.
Yep.
Usually between 30 and 40. Yoink.
Oh,
right. So
yeah, lots of good choices here.
Yeah.
Lots of good choices here. We got now over here. We got this like leather.
Right.
Right.
So I mean, the thing is, like a 30 is kind of like what we're drinking.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit. It's still a little opaque.
Yeah.
Right.
40 is the complete like transformation, right?
Yes. 40 is darkness itself. Now, obviously, if you put chocolate malt in or something, it's like, hey, the SRM is 300. For calculation purposes, right? But 40 is completely black. So take a look at this rich product. So we've got the umbra, the wicked shadow itself. And then we have the flickering lights or perhaps the cracked leather straps out there. Very common in all of that art. Because of Brahm, I was like, it was Dieter Lisi for
Planescape, which was amazing. I mean, I still get those boxes out just to look at the art.
Right.
But Dark Sun was all Brahm. And Brahm loves to make people go like this. He likes to make them do weird things with their hands. That's how you know it's an extreme edgy setting.
The hand gestures?
Yeah, because people, for no reason, they're always like, and it's like, all right, cool.
So they're mimics or mimes. So it's just like, this is how we know it's fucked. You're a mime.
Have you seen Detective Pikachu?
No, I missed it.
There is a Mr. Mime scene in Detective Pikachu that's legitimately disturbing. It's legitimately, like, they got away with it because he's a mime, but what happens is quite sick. No, Brianish, I have not had a chance to take a look at Wild Beyond the Witchlight, but I know that he likes that type of stuff.
I keep forgetting. I got a message, Chris.
It's scary. Like, see, this is my thing about Wild Beyond the Witchlight and all of that stuff. It all gets me back to what's it? Mr. Norrell, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Is that the name of the book? It's either that or the inverse.
Did you ever read Clive Barker's The Thief of Always?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite
love
books
Clive
of
Barker
all time. And that's what I always think of, like,
he's
in that
great.
Realm.
He is really, really good.
Yeah. I've given that book away more times. Like, I've had to buy it like 20 times over.
For me, it's Torchbearer. Like, that's my book that I give away.
Yeah.
I've bought more copies of Torchbearer. Yeah. I don't have one at home. Every copy, it got to the point at PAX East where I would like stop by the booth and get one, and then just put it in my back to give away later.
Yeah. I mean, Torchbearer is such a fun, like, the second edition is about to arrive in October.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I'm so excited.
I'm so happy for Luke. A pause there in the middle.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to hear that it's finally emerging. So
well, it's just a lot of the shipping, everything that's going on with
it's a
global
nightmare.
Shipping. Yeah, it's a nightmare.
If you try to make a book. Yeah. It's crazy pants. All right, now, they want the 40, and by God, they shall have it.
Cool. Bitterness. So this is really cool about this stout. We can go, typically it's 30 to 50. We can always go above this to fuck with it, right? We're defiling this beer,
yes.
Right?
We could drop it down.
Or you could go lower or higher.
We can drop it down here so that now the sour is really the boss. Or you can take it north and just continue our wicked ways, basically, right?
It's Chris Isaac, this shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I just heard like all the Chris Isaac songs just like hit me at once.
Yeah.
That
MTV video, poof.
Yeah, it got a hold of young people. Let's be quite clear on this front.
You knew what he was doing.
He did. Now, so what do we think? 30, 40, 50? Do we want to put something north in there to be weird?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
To be twisted
something
perverts?
Weird. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, so put that in there. So I was going to say Graham Baxter is making one case that bitter and sour is horrid. I think that's fair. How we get to that sour in terms of the hop, I think is important also. But if we go with a lower bitterness and we let the souring, like the lambic yeast, handle that part of it, that is a really weird inversion of a stout. A really odd one, I think. That sour is going to come in and transform it, and then you're still going to have the earthy bitterness from the chocolate or roasted malts. Mm-hmm. You're still going to get bitter. It's just not going to be the type of bitter that IBU is talking to us about. Makes sense to me. I saw a follow from Amras 115, presumably of the Spartan program. Welcome aboard.
Bilbo Baggins in the chat.
He's in the building. Yeah, T.R. Williams. See, so another brewmaster pro. Yeah. You know, you can get the buttering. Well, I know what you mean, but the dark malt, exactly. This is exactly what I was saying.
Right.
Maybe that's where we get that, and then we let the sour do the talking on the rest of it. Well, they want 30, and they won't brook any dissension.
Cool. Okay, so this is where we get to play around with this. So we're doing a stout. So a classic malt is just plain old two-row. And I say that in a loving way because what that's going to allow us to do is use secondary malts to really do a lot of flavoring. Because two-row is going to give us, very clean, dry, and crisp.
We just put some in our human craws. It is the Mario of malts. Right. All the stat bars are right in the middle.
Right. It's great.
It's all halfway down.
Yep.
That's the Mario of malts for sure. Becky Bar, acidulated malt. You twisted pervert.
Yeah, that's just...
Yeah, Graham Baxter, two-row is the scaffolding. Makes sense.
Absolutely. Right? Okay, so we could do that, or we can throw in some Golden Promise and make it sweeter.
Yeah, we know that that's going to work.
Yeah, played by Chris Pratt. Yeah, good.
We know that that's going to work.
Do we? Chris Pratt, really?
He's coming in. No. God only knows. That's going to be odd. But Golden Promise, I'm saying Golden Promise is definitely going to work in this context. It's two-row plus it's three-row.
So the question is, do we want to look at Vienna or Munich? So Munich's going to be more bready.
Yeah.
Vienna's going to be more, in between Munich and a two-row. Or I guess let's, you know what? Screw it. We're going crazy. Let's throw Maris Otter in there too. See what happens.
That's biscuit?
Yeah.
So
it just depends on, it's
sweet,
just
a sweet bready.
This really just is a decision on what part of the country are you eating humans from today?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's great, right? Like I'd eat that as just like a candy, like, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like peanuts.
we were just grabbing a grain of the
Maris Otter.
The Maris Otter, just a really expansive bready sweet, which is typically pronounced as biscuit. Smoky and
God damn it, Josh.
There is such. I mean, I know. We know how we do it, but we're already engaging in wicked acts. Maris Otter is interesting, though. I mean, that's just good.
It's a fun grain. Like I would eat that just as like instead of popcorn,
No, it's food.
Yeah,
and it's food. I'm just gonna grab a Vienna real quick. Oh, yeah. See, the Maris Otter is just a little sharp.
Slightly, oh God, that's sweeter.
Yeah, it's
you get that
sweeter
sweet on the back of the tongue.
It's sweeter, but it has that bready biscuit thing from the Maris Otter, but the sweetness
that's fun
from Vienna is substantially increased. So it's just they're all great choices, but Vienna definitely recommends itself. Maris the Otter. Well, listen, the people have spoken for Vienna, and I was like, I guess. And then I grabbed it, and I was like, okay, that's actually dope.
Yeah, thank you.
Looking for some of this?
Oh, I'll get some ideas.
For sure. Now that it's time to get wild?
Yeah.
All right, Vienna, we got it.
Vienna? Okay.
Oh, gosh. I mean, you could get down to that dark flavor via Carafa, too, couldn't you?
Absolutely. So we can take a look. Carafa is going to be I mean, it's going to give us a dark color. It's going to be coffee, roasty.
Yep.
And with an intense aroma. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So, do we want to throw black malt, barley, and chocolate just on the block?
Yeah, we could do some roasted barley. Black malt and chocolate, I think, are.
Yeah. So let's just we got a minute here. Let's just take a look at this. So the roasted barley obviously seems like the most intense, wicked version of it. But I'm curious about the Carafa.
So you're trying roasted barley right now?
Well, right now I'm doing Carafa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Carafa is a mega coffee explosion, right?
Now try the roasted barley. This is going to be a little more astringent.
Oh yeah, a little more sharp bitter.
See what I mean?
Yeah. But I would say that it's a little bit sweeter than the Carafa.
So
as well.
that's one way we can go with the darkening of this.
Yeah, exactly, right? So the Carafa's got mega coffee. Roasted barley has coffee as well, but there's also some sweetness in there too.
Yep.
And then black malt is just mega coffee, right?
Right. You're getting ultra roast. Right.
Yep. So let's I can start I can now start to arrange these
Right.
from coffee to chocolate. This is basically how it looks. Here is your range. We can just go ahead. Thanks, Josh. Well, we can just go ahead and leave that on there. And then this is our range from chocolate. This over here is full, intense coffee.
Right.
Then we move over here, the roasted barley, kind of, because of its sweetness, it kind of exists in a point between. And then the Carafa is a little bit more on this black malt, but it has a lot more body.
Right.
The black malt, I think, is just roasted harder, right?
Yeah. That black patent is just
It's
gonna
real.
be there and hit you in the face. Yeah.
That's what it's doing. It continues to do so. All right, take a look at that.
Oh, Beckenbauer, yeah, it should be fun and acidic, but unfortunately, this is a beer that's going to fuck with everything.
Yeah, it's all getting the twist. What would give us the black color
We're
without
literally
the coffee
defiling
chocolate?
everything. This beer is just going to be a
Let's see.
nuclear.
I mean, Mumentarkus, you could get some darkness with a heavy crystal, maybe, without some of the coffee notes. I mean, I'll give you a couple bites of this.
Yep.
Oh my God, just delicious.
It's great, right?
Oh my gosh.
That's why crystals used so often, so frequently.
Just incredible. Oh, so, this is it. This is actually what I like.
Now, grab Special B.
Let's see. Where is that bee? I know I've seen it.
Because it's going to intensify. Yeah, there you go, Special B right there.
Oh, and basically, what's the SRM of Special B?
Something.
Number? It's very similar, actually.
Very similar, but this is going to be much more caramel intense. Right?
Whoa, that's like slap you with it sweetness.
Right. And that's the point.
Yeah.
That grain.
Yeah, mega sweet, good caramel richness. The Crystal 77 just has a little bit more body, I think.
Well, that's the point of Crystal, is to add head retention and body.
Well, and you can get there from just from the chew.
Fuck that.
Is there rye up here?
Yeah, it's right down bottom left.
Rye malt. Okay, I have not bitten this one yet. Let's see. Oh man, this is nuts. This doesn't even look like the same shit.
Yeah. God, sunflower seed. Get a little spice, a little
Oh my gosh, like really spicy.
yeah. I mean, that's the point of rye.
Yeah, it's spicy, sweet, herbal.
Mhm.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's a cool taste. So this is why people put up with it.
Yep.
And destroy their machines.
Wait, do we have a? Oh, we do have a pull rolling. Okay.
Oh yeah. Ultimately, they want the chocolate. They want that chocolate malt. They want to go right over here for the sweeter version of the roast.
So here's the cool thing: we can say we're done, right?
Yeah. I put it right back.
We can say we're done, or we can add bring back Special B and Special Roast.
You bet. Special B. I'm talking about a special B. Special roast, but it's very light.
Right, and that's fine.
But it's still special and roasty.
Listen, don't, discredit it.
No, obviously that would be wrong.
You're
Back
right.
home. Yep. Okay. Perfect. I was like, that was my instinct.
So special roast is going to be biscuity, where special B is going to be more caramel.
Well, yeah. I mean, and the special B is like comically. I was already in a caramel space with the Crystal 77.
But this
and
is
then
like
the special B, it
you
explodes.
You had a cowtail. Remember
Exactly.
the candy?
Yeah.
The cowtail candies?
Yeah.
It was like that.
It explodes, and it's just nothing but caramel
Yeah.
everywhere. But the special roast, what this? Oh,
It's toasty, biscuity.
yeah. It just it basically brings the toast up alongside. That's great.
But but here's the thing: we could be done with the recipe right now as it is,
And we would win.
with just chocolate and Vienna,
True.
and then let the sour really come in and just
And do the rest of it,
punch you in the face, right?
right? So do we want to throw these in here?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the special roast. Yeah, that is really, really stands out.
Right.
And then we're good is the other option.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So take a look at that. That's
Because we could be done with the chocolate and Vienna. I mean, that's
nothing,
it.
and nothing bad would happen.
No.
I mean, we would already be in a very good place.
Yeah.
Special beep. Talk about a special beep. All right. No, that tastes right. This is a lot of fun. Thanks,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah, I know.
to Josh and Clues for
Clues.
the malt library. I mean, everyone should have one. Like, I feel like this is I feel like this is Etsy tier.
Have you lived
Domination.
If you haven't had a malt library?
No. No,
Honestly.
you're engaged in a shameful act,
Yeah.
and it's disgusting. We won't be party to it.
Don't you dare say it, Tarkus.
He. Oh my gosh, I keep missing these. Thank God for this device.
Which one?
Well, this is mega resubscriptions are just in the last 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
I got obsessed with eating these grains. So
Bip.
Mega Smack, Bip, obviously old school,
Mega Smash.
legendary, Royal Wolf, Zd, and
and
Talp, obviously.
Oh, geez, don't. Seriously? You're like, oh,
Welcome
and
back.
fucking Talp. No, it's Talp.
Dude, I
Fuck
thought,
yeah,
dude,
Talp.
dude,
Jesus.
Ronian knows Talp. Like,
Yeah, I know,
Talp,
but you're
Talp.
like, oh, and Talp.
And
Like,
fucking Talp, I guess.
Fuck that guy. Like, thank you, Talp, for bringing us all that awesome fudge and
This
whatnot
guy-
and everything else you do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Royal Wolf, Zd, obviously. That's something we pride ourselves on here is correct handle pronunciation. They don't want we're good and they don't want roast.
Is it a special B
They want a
moment?
special B. It happened. Pudding Senator, thank you so much. Yeah, I was.
What's your agenda there, Pudding Senator?
Yeah, exactly. What are your intentions
Yeah.
for our district?
Okay, so let's hit this with get back to what was our ABV?
The ABV is 7.5 because they are wicked creatures. Oh man.
Done.
I just hit it. Bam.
Jesus Christ. Did that work?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, a pound of special B, a pound of chocolate malt. The color is, I guess, a little goofy, I guess.
What color, what SRM are we going for?
We want 40.
Oh, okay, let's bring it down.
Yeah. Real power.
Oh. So do we want, okay, here's a type this in. Do you want it to be more chocolatey or more
Caramely?
caramely?
Because you have a little knob
Mhm.
to mess with here. Try that. Thanks, Minecraft. It's our great pleasure. Welcome aboard. Half a gallon of malt. Yeah, no, it's messed up. We're gonna execute on this. But yeah, I think if they emphasize a little, if they emphasize the sweet side of this, that's a positive development.
Ooh, caramel's winning the day here. Caramel. How do you say it? What's your preferred way to say it?
I think it might be regional.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean,
I've heard it both ways.
I thought it was caramel.
That's what I say.
Yeah, but then in
everybody's
commercials,
like caramel.
it's like flowing caramel.
Yeah,
And it's like I don't. Is
it's
that,
like a Twix is caramel, right?
is that
How I define it.
where?
Firmer is caramel.
Oh, a caramel and then flowing caramel. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Listen, they are being very frank, very clear, very honest, and obviously I appreciate it. They want the caramel to go this way.
Cool. Okay. So we were at a 40, yeah? Oh, no, I don't.
Oh, 39.7?
Oh, I just want to see what happens. Nope. That's close enough.
Yeah. Oh,
43.
yeah. Well, it's all black at this
I
point.
don't want to add too much special B because I just don't want it to be overpowering.
You want to run away. Well, guess, I mean, the difference between the special B and the special roast is really significant. Like the sugar content, like the toasted sugar content, just becomes what your mouth is doing.
Yeah.
At that point.
Perfect. So, God, what kind of hops do we want to put into this thing?
Well, yeah. So we're moving in this. We have this tropical stout vibe.
Right.
So we got some. We're at the 30 tier for the IBUs. So what we want, I guess, is on the rich fruits side of things. If we want to execute the tropical side of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, let's click on tropical fruit. Ooh, I mean, El Dorado is speaking to me.
Yeah, of course.
Idaho 7, another great one.
Magnum's got all the boxes.
What?
Magnum has all the boxes.
Yeah, Magnum is all tastes.
Magnum's just a punch. I mean, Magnum is thematically
So big.
appropriate, though.
Yeah, it is.
Right? It's like, oh, we're going to eat everyone.
Oh yeah, all people. Yeah. So Magnum would definitely fill out the dance card for sure. But yeah, so we got something juicy there. Yeah, Hallertau Blanc has got the melon, like juicy fruits and melon tastes.
Do you want this here for?
Oh, Idaho 7. Oh, yeah.
Marmalade and citrus with a little bit of fine Earl Grey tea.
That would be I mean, obviously we're making a mutant stout. That would be a supernatural.
But here's El Dorado, pineapple, pear, watermelon, stone fruit, tropical fruit flavors.
It's nuts.
Let's see what Topaz is. I don't even know if I can get it.
I've never heard of Topaz. Ooh.
Whoa.
That's kind of nice.
Let's throw that one in there. That's fun.
So we got lychee.
Yep. Clove, spice, and a grassy, resinous flavor.
Yeah. I mean, I bet that's okay. Do you like grass jelly?
I think so.
Like in a drink?
I think I've had it, yeah.
Yeah, grassy, at first it's like, I don't know about this. But they have to use that word to get you where you need to go.
Right, exactly.
Like lemongrass, also grassy, but tart.
Right. You've had
something crazy with this Topaz, dude.
red pepper jam or red pepper jelly?
Oh, yeah, on bacon?
Oh, yeah, but
On something savory?
yeah.
Oof.
Or you do it as put it on like a brick of cream cheese, spread it over cream cheese, and then on a cracker.
as your dip?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a winner for sure.
Oh my God.
It gets a hold of one. Grass jelly, I mean, it's a real thing, Mumintarkus. It's something you might see at a boba type shop. Oh, Polaris? Yeah, put mint in there.
Oof.
Huh. Typical thrill. Oh man, that red pepper jelly on cream cheese on a cracker. That's what I had yesterday.
It's addictive.
Yeah. Grass jelly sounds like something a creative stoner would cook up. I was trying to explain to my youths just like the peculiar genius that the stoner is capable of.
I got a great story for this.
I mean, it's profound.
So we used to go to the Jersey Shore every summer, like my WoW guild.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
nice.
WoW guild, because we had half the guild was from Jersey, half of it was from New York.
Would you do like a LAN and then hit the?
Yeah, and we'd rent out a giant 3-story like apartment on the Jersey Shore, and we'd go up and down the boardwalk, and then, you know, this is when fried Oreos became a big thing,
Okay,
right?
somebody figured this out.
Someone figured that out, and then one day I walk over to this guy's stand, and he's like, I'm like, what the hell is that? He's like, I don't have a name for it yet because I was really stoned last night. And we just said, okay, let's make it. So it was a waffle with fried ice cream, then another waffle dipped in batter,
and then
deep fried, and then dipped in sugar. And I'm like, that sounds amazing. I'll have one.
This is like a wicked variant of the Monte Cristo.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't have a name for it, but you're the first person to order it, so I'm gonna name it after you.
There you go.
It's the Eric Benson.
So it's a real product?
In Seaside Heights.
Is that guild still working?
I don't know, because that tornado wrecked the tornado or whatever wrecked the boardwalk. So I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been there in years.
If they're getting it.
But I just remember that. It was freaking hilarious. It was really good.
Yeah, I suspect it was. Now, Topaz is the choice. Ice cream, fried sandwich.
Yeah, but it was waffles too,
with
right?
waffles, and then the waffles
were
are battered and fried.
Yeah.
Excellent choice. Obviously, beer is what we want.
So we're going with Topaz?
Yeah.
What was our IBU that we were looking for on this one?
The IBU is currently 30.
Oof.
Is the fantasy.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
So now we really got to figure out the yeast.
Yeah.
Good fucking God.
Yeah. And so we had some choices here. Your first suggestion was just to get the lambic and go hog wild.
Yeah, because that's going to give us our
It's going to do the sour.
It's a sour cherry-like flavor, right?
Exactly. It's going to get you there in one step. Yeah, it's very much like a pie cherry tartness.
Mm-hmm. Now, we could go with the Brettanomyces, and this is going to give us the classy, sweaty horse blanket character. I hate everything about that.
Yeah. We just throw that fermenter away.
Yep.
Just throw it in the garbage.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, T.R. Williams, a new proponent of the stream, with real brewing knowledge to share. There's a full pound of special B is big time stuff. Yeah. You think we fuck around? What'd you hear?
I mean, if you look at it, it's really only 12% of the whole build. So
Yeah. There's a big old sack of Vienna up on top of that. All right. So I see you're looking at some strange looking words over there.
Yeah.
Women, you know what? Hey. You find some other disease-looking words that we can put in this beer?
Okay, so this is a sour
stout, because we're criminals.
Fiendish Belgian. That sounds fun.
Belgian sour mix. There you go.
Like, what an interesting. It includes Brettanomyces, Saccharomyces, and the bacterial strains of Lactobacillus and Pediococcus. Coccus. Coccus.
All right.
Pretty much, Beckenbauer. It's all the Psilus and Myces you could ever want.
Give these a try. Oh,
Tyrannosaurus and typical thrill. What's going on over there? It sounds like there's some C team talk over
Did
there.
you make an NFT or something?
Nift? No, of course, these devils want the Belgian sour mix.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rex Verdi. Much appreciated. Tilly Meister, of course, thank you for the follow. And Pasha, I missed that. I was probably eating a grain.
Hmm?
Yeah, that sour mix had a note saying for secondary only. Is that likely to be a concern?
Find out.
Yeah, we blend this and the Psionics beer. That's the Sorcerer King. Seems bad. Oh, limited edition. Are you minting?
Great.
Are you a minter?
I was thinking about minting some NFTs, and man, let me tell you, what a process.
I don't actually know how it works. I mean,
Just pay money.
Oh, yeah, it's like anything else.
Just pay money. They mint it into a blockchain, and you're good to go.
There you go.
You could draw a stick figure and mint it. Probably sell for 20 Ethereum.
She works for the money mint for real. Fascinating.
Oh, cool.
You need some base notes in the sourness. If it's just bright and taut, you conflict with the dark malt. Belgian sour something that might bring some of that complexity. Good luck, professional brewer. Good luck trying to talk sense into these wicked beasts.
Yeah, this is a
Sorcerer King.
This is a defiled beverage.
I'm seeing some names out there.
Yeah.
Pen stuffed with shredded hundreds. These demons.
Oh, that's a fun.
Yeah,
Black and
I mean,
tan call it a
yeah,
battlefield. Yeah, I love a black and tan.
It works. Yeah. We'll obviously we'll look at the ingredients. If something is goof troop, when we go to micro homebrew, they'll let us know.
Yeah, totally.
Kill it in the kettle right when it hits the right tartness, then reboil and finish in the fermenter. This isn't gonna be drinkable. Well, you know whose fault is that, Beckenbauer? Now, it's time to activate the naming device. What are we thinking? Oh yeah, but T.R. Williams for sure. I mean, that's all of us, right? I mean, we have the occasional pro in here for sure. The Voodoo Ranger does materialize from time to time. Defiler's draft. Okay.
The Stout Strider. Silence of the Lambics. Jesus.
Aimed to misbehave. Thank you so much.
What have we done? That's a, yep, kindled.
Mm-hmm. Just going right in the list.
Sour.
Soroboros.
Oh, wow. I missed that one. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Dark Oasis. Oh, I kind of like that.
That's wild.
That's very bottle.
Yeah, you can see it. It's like a two-tone.
The hops have eyes. Nice.
Okay.
The Porcer.
Oh, Porcer King.
I like that. I like that one.
That's very, very good. All right, let's get a couple more in there. Black Hole Darks. Jeez. Yeah, they had a lot of custom spells for Defilers.
Mm. Sour Batch Kids, yeah.
Yeah, Sour Batch Kids is an actual yeast, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Imperial made it. I think, right?
Yeah.
The Darkest Sour.
Yeah, Prism Pentad. I remember
Nice.
these books. Good old Troy. Refiler. All right. Let's put a stop to this. Once and for all.
Right, it looks like Mike is ready to go live on his side, so I think we might, in my sour of need, we might jump in there. Let's do darkest sour.
Yo, Doc is sour.
Yeah, we'll do darkest sour, and what have I done?
Oh, as a runoff?
Yeah,
I like it.
not Sauroboros. All right,
That was a good one.
not Porcerer King. Okay.
Yeah, I thought the Porcerer King was going to nail it.
I thought Sorcerer King was going to run it. Now we'll get some wrestling in here. Some raceling, maybe. Very, very defiler energy there, too.
Yeah.
The hourglass eyes. God, we love that shit in middle school.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The eyes are like hourglasses. Oh, shit.
Dude, how metal is that?
It's pretty fucking metal, honestly. He's got a dumb brother.
Yeah.
It's always betraying him, like 24/7. Yeah, Sauroboros has got to happen. You know what? They pushed and they wrestled. Darkest Sour was up by a couple in the earlier one. Nope. Now it's running away with it. Yeah, look upon your sins is always good. Now, it looks like we have done it yet again. The Darkest Sour, a truly evil concoction designed to recognize and elevate the Defiler. Very old school. Although it sounds like they're going back to a few old settings.
Yeah.
Did you hear those announcements? They're like, we got 2 old settings and then another old setting. And it's like, what settings?
Yeah, because it's going to sell. Like,
Yeah,
why would you not?
I'm gonna buy. I
Yeah.
mean, it's gonna work. But these days, like back in the day, you get a whole box.
We're rebooting. Like, it's like we're rebooting. Like, we can't think of anything new. So let's go back.
But listen, if you're gonna give me Planescape or something,
well,
worse things have
absolutely.
happened.
I'm not arguing. Wake me up when Planescape happens.
Because they're
that's all I
definitely
care
leaning
about.
in to this multiverse shit for sure. Anyway, we're gonna grab the very machinery of the universe. We're gonna send you over to the waiting limbo portal, and then Mike is gonna take over for New World. Get ready, and then of course at 3:00, Thousand Suns versus Gene Stealer Cults, which I brought today. So enjoy that.